You guys know about that over time, and the greater the greater the academic problem or behavioral problem, more frequently we need progress monitoring. Let's say you're on life support. How often are you progress monitored in the hospital? Continuously. Think of that same thing with our kids that are that far behind socially and emotionally, or in reading. You have to monitor frequently to know if they're responding to intervention. But my point in sharing this with you is that it's not only about the three-tiered triangle that we see over and over again. If we don't include screening and don't include progress monitoring, it's not a system of supports. Because PBIS is a wonderful thing, but sometimes buildings don't do social and emotional screening, or it's on the back burner. Nor do we have things in place where we monitor progress. Now, by the way, another thing to bookmark is direct behavior ratings, DBRs, from the University of Connecticut. You guys seen those? Sandy Shafolius and her team. Now there's behavioral progress monitoring measures. Did you know that? So there's behavioral DIBLs. Did you know that? You can monitor progress behaviorally. Again, direct behavior ratings, University of Connecticut, they're free too, okay? And the second thing, the National Center for Intensive Interventions also has, they've gone through and said what are the most valid behavioral progress monitoring tools. They've actually done a breakdown of those. So you can look at those at that same site I shared a minute ago. So really good resources. Now it's a matter of pulling it all together into a one comprehensive system. So here's the plan. Okay, so in Tacoma, let's back up. Tacoma, a big school district, urban, 59 schools. So we're not going to go in and work with every single school at the same time. We're based on the readiness for change in that school. And how do we build readiness for change? We go in, let's say you're a school in Tacoma, the staff, hey guys, thanks for having me to your staff meeting today. I know I only have 15 minutes. I want to walk you through the Tacoma Whole Child Initiative. Raise your hand if you've heard of Tacoma Whole Child Initiative. Your hands go up. Good. My job here is to make you aware of what this really is and the benefits to you as an educator, right? So we go in and we do awareness trainings to schools prior to implementing, so they can see the benefits and they can think, well, what is this? And should I buy into this or not? Give them that choice, right? And then they vote. They vote. Just kind of like with PBIS. You know what the threshold is before you implement PBIS for staff buy-in? What is it?
80%.
Right. We have a good PBIS implementer. 80% is the threshold, right? And so we do that via vote, but we also do it via survey. We do a survey called the Staff Perception of Behavior and Discipline, right? Staff behavior, and so this is a web-based survey we do, where we get staff perceptions. They do a survey, like, what's your understanding of PBIS? Would you like to do it? Would this be something you do in your own classroom? What are the concerns you have? How do you feel about it? And doing that prior to, because sometimes I might vote yes, but I still have some reservations. And sometimes those reservations turn into big concerns, right, over time. So making sure that if we're going to ask people to change, let's do a really good job of understanding their concerns, how they feel, every step of the way, right? It can't be a top-down forced change or they're not going to change, right? So we do a good job of that. So once we get in, so year one of this is all focused on readiness. I'm sorry that you probably can't read this for readiness. That's year one. That's also in the world of implementation science, that's exploration or phases of implementation. Exploration first. Don't just jump right into implementing. Because we got to plan, then we do, then we study, then we adjust. PDSA. Plan, do, study, adjust. Planning is here. And by the way, with that district team, prior to even implementing anything, we've had about 2 years of working with this district. Why? Because we've been focusing right here with the district level. Because honestly, I can't think of one district administrator that really understood implementation science 2 years ago. Seriously, not one. Now they do. They understand it. They understand sustainable change. They also understand why PBIS is the essential first step in our change model. You can see here that our first 3 years of this 8-year, this is an 8-year plan of action. See this, 8 years? The first 3 focus on PBIS. And Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Remember Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Safety. Safety is a basic need. You know that? It's not just an icing on the cake thing. And our world has changed now where we realize, hey, look, we have safety, right? But it's something that, it's a basic need. And with it, we can increase engagement. Like I tried to mention during that keynote, we can boost engagement because we don't have safe, healthy, positive environments that are engaging the students. We can't close the gap, right? So that's why PBIS for all of those reasons. And to sell it to your staff, you say it like this. How many of you guys get stressed in the classroom? Anybody? Every hand will go up. How many of you guys would like more time to teach? Every hand, right? Okay. How many of you guys would like to not have power struggles with your kids? Anybody? You know what I mean? How many of you guys, you know what I mean? There's some of those things I even mentioned earlier, it's like, that becomes a no-brainer. It's like, you know, we needed to do this like 5 years ago. So yeah, I'm bought in. What's the plan? How do I get started? How do we get started in this building? Right? See how that goes? So it becomes very easy. Yes, count me in.